Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout, and let's talk about Hugh Jackman denying that he used steroids. It's a hot topic. He was recently asked this in an interview. I'm going to go through his before and after pictures. The before, basically the first Wolverine film he was in, what his physique looked like, and then what the final product was in the most recent Wolverine film, and just kind of like his transformation. My thoughts on it. Is it natural? Was it enhanced by something? But before I do that, if you're going over, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, and like this video. I want to hear your opinion is on it. I want to hear, do you think, just good old-fashioned hard work, good diet, or do you think something else was going on? Because at the end of the day, who knows? It's just kind of like our opinion, right? But I want to hear what your thoughts are on it. Okay, so Variety, this article is on Variety. Hugh Jackman did an interview. The reason why he did an interview is because there's been a lot of buzz lately, a lot of buzz about him reprising his role as Wolverine. And I'm excited about it. I mean, I thought Logan was going to be the last one. We'd never see him again as the character. But, in this world, anything can happen. And I think it was like a month or two ago, he sat down next to Ryan Reynolds in a living room. And it was like just a very basic little promo. They just had a camera set up. These two wacky guys were just hamming it up, joking around. And it was to announce that Ryan Reynolds was going to be playing Deadpool and Hugh Jackman was going to be playing Wolverine, and they're going to be in a movie together. How cool is that? As far as filming goes, I'm not sure if they've even come close yet to filming it, but people were wondering, Hugh Jackman is in his 50s. How's he going to be able to pull this off? What did he do in the past to look how he did? So here, Hugh Jackman denies ever taking steroids to become Wolverine. I was told the side effects, I don't love my job that much. I mean, I get what he's saying for sure. It's like, would you ever jeopardize your health to make money? To have a big payday? We see a lot of people do. I mean, a lot of people in entertainment and sports do that. It's like, I want to believe that, but a lot of people say that and then they do the opposite. Hugh Jackman is famous for packing on pounds of muscle to play Wolverine in various X-Men movies. But he told Chris Wallace during a recent interview on HBO's Who's Talking to Chris Wallace that he's never resorted to steroids in order to transform into the character. Over the years, people have wondered, did he juice? Wallace asked. Did he take steroids? Quote, "No, I love my job and I love Wolverine," Jackman said. "I got to be careful what I say here, but I had been told anecdotally that the side effects are of that, and I was like, I don't love it that much. So no, I just did it the old school way, and I tell you, I've eaten more chickens. I'm so sorry to all the vegans and vegetarians, to the chickens of the world, literally. The karma is not good for me. If the deity is anything related to chickens, I'm in trouble." That's funny. I think he was just joking around there. Elsewhere in the interview, Jackman admitted that he foolishly studied wolves after accepting the role ahead of the 2000s X-Men. And then it goes on. Jackman will be reprising the role of Wolverine in Marvel's upcoming Deadpool 3. Production on the comic book tentpole is expected to start in the spring after Jackman wraps his run in Broadway's The Amusement Man. And so you can kind of see like a picture of him right here. This was from one of his more recent Wolverine films. Obviously, he's got good separation in his pectoral muscles and in his abdominal muscles. But one thing you got to keep in mind is that, and here's another picture. So this is like the before and after. This is in the first X-Men film. Gosh, he looks so different, right? I mean, he looks like skinny compared to how he ended up. But you have to figure, I don't know how much of an athlete Hugh Jackman is, growing up. This is, it's still a good physique. Most men who exercise, who are active, look like this, but it's not really a superhero body. It's not a body that you look at and you go, this is above and beyond what you see at the gym, kind of like thinner arms, his delts, his shoulders, not really rounded, pectoral muscles, especially the upper chest, not really well developed, not much in the abs department. You have to wonder, like, if this movie came out now, the first X-Men film, and you saw Hugh Jackman as Wolverine like that, if people would accept that, or if they would be like, this guy's not in good enough shape, because the bar has been raised significantly, so it's interesting. And then here you can really see like deep separation in the pectoral muscles. You can see in the abs, in his obliques, biceps. Now, me personally, as to whether or not he is using some sort of enhancement, some sort of chemical enhancement, steroids, I personally don't think so. And the reason why is because if you look at his physique, so his traps, right here, his neck muscles, and his delts, his shoulder muscles, his traps are not huge, and they're not like pumped up, like they look like they're pumped up with air or with blood, And his traps aren't like super inflated and rounded. And if you look at guys that are definitely juicing, they have those. Those are kind of like dead giveaways that something is going on. And the reason why is because they have there's like these androgen receptors in those parts of the body. And when somebody is enhancing themselves artificially, those are like those muscles are on overload, right? Like they don't really have to do a whole lot of shrugs, and their traps are big, and their delts, if they just do shoulders how they normally would, are going to be very, very well developed. And I'm not really seeing that with Hugh Jackman. And he's a taller guy. I think he's like between 6'2" and 6'4". I mean, he's a very tall guy. He's kind of like slender to begin with. He's lean, just naturally he's lean. He's a little more of like a meso-ectomorph. So his focus would primarily be just eating tons of food, trying to raise up his calories, his protein, still eating a lot of carbohydrates because he has a higher metabolism just naturally. That's how he is. Whereas if a guy is more of like a mesomorph or like meso-endomorph, he's going to have to be focusing more on lowering his calories a little bit and doing more cardio. But and then also, you have to add in makeup. They did that in the movie 300. All the guys worked out, a ton. They looked phenomenal. But they also then would shade in like the separation of the muscles, like your delts and your biceps, triceps, your abs, your back, like all that. Like they would shade it in, airbrush it to make it look even deeper and make it look like it's just, you're just bigger than what you are. And then lighting. The best at lighting, you would be shocked at how, if you were properly lit, how your face is lit, how your body's lit, you look like a totally different person. I mean, just think about going into a good high-end restaurant or like a department store. Usually the lighting is totally different than like a big box retailer, that's like blowing out like white light and it's like super bright and everything kind of looks bad. So lighting, I think it's really good lighting. You can see the lighting is top down. So you see like shading and everything. Good lighting, great makeup. He's got like a spray tan here. He's a lot more tan than he was in the first one. That's going to make you look bigger. It's going to make the cuts look deeper. Good lighting, a great tan, great makeup, airbrushing the muscles and the body to look great. And then also just time and knowledge. I mean, he's worked out for, I think in between these two movies, it was like 15 years. I mean, just imagine that much time where you're working out, you're learning about your body, what works, what doesn't work. You're dialing in your nutrition. And like he said, he ate like an obscene number of chickens, which poultry is a great protein for your body. You probably ate a lot of beef, probably ate a lot of fish too to get those omegas. And he definitely, at that point in his career, here at the latter half, had access to every single trainer you could think of, all the top elite trainers, nutritionists. Your results, like the average person's results, would be significantly different if you had access to just somebody who makes your meals for you, because it's just really laborsome cooking all the time, putting them in Tupperwares, making sure you have the right portions, making sure you are eating at the right times. If you have somebody handling that for you and just giving you like your meals at the right time during the day, you would be totally different in your physique and how you feel and how you look. So that's what I think. I don't think he was taking anything, at least nothing, no like pharmaceutical enhancements. Definitely taking supplements you can get at the store, amino acids, protein, pre-workout, all that type of stuff. But I don't think anything beyond that. Let me know what you think, though. Do you think that Hugh Jackman's physique was artificially enhanced? Or do you think, like he said, he just put in the time, he put in the work, trained hard, ate hard, slept hard, and just really dialed in his physique the good old-fashioned way? Or do you think he kind of went the route that some other people go, where they add a little something extra there? They jump on the juice for a while. Let me know, comment below. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, original content, click subscribe. Later.